Spirituality isn't about forcing yourself to meditate, or pretending the disturbance isn't there, or pushing pain away with willpower. It's about remembering one essential truth. You are the one experiencing the disturbed mind. You are not the disturbance itself. That realization changes everything. The disturbance itself might not vanish immediately. Your thoughts might still race. Your emotions might still surge. But the moment you step back and remember that you are the one observing the disturbance, not the one who is disturbed, that's when things begin to shift. So ask yourself, how do you know when your mind is disturbed? How do you know when your heart is hurting? That's one of the deepest spiritual questions. And the answer is simple, yet profound. You know because you are in there. You are the one aware of the disturbance. You are the one who feels the hurt, and that recognition is powerful because it shows you something vital. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are the one witnessing them. That awareness creates space, a little breathing room. And when you realize that you are not the swirl of disturbed thoughts or painful emotions, you begin to sense a part of you that is always calm, always steady, always present, even in the middle of chaos. That awareness remains. That's the space where healing begins. Because when you're identified with the disturbance, you get swept away, you drown in it. But when you remember that you are the one observing, you gain perspective. You're no longer completely overwhelmed. The waves may be crashing, but you are no longer only the waves. You are also the vast ocean that holds them. So the next time your mind is disturbed, remember, it's just something you're experiencing. It's not who you are. Will this make the disturbance vanish instantly? Probably not. But it will give you peace in the middle of the storm. And that peace is a powerful place to stand. Now, once you've remembered this truth, what can you do? One of the most helpful questions you can ask is, can I get my focus off this disturbed mind? That doesn't mean you're avoiding the issue. It doesn't mean you're escaping from life or denying your pain. It's not about running away. It's about knowing that when your mind is upset, when it's rippled like a disturbed pond, jumping in to fix it right away rarely works. What you need is distance, perspective, the chance to step back and see things more clearly. That's why therapists, spiritual teachers, and healers often suggest activities like going for a walk, taking up a hobby, or exercising. It's not because these activities magically erase the problem. It's because they give you a break from the disturbance. They give your awareness a chance to step out of the storm and breathe. It's like giving your mind permission to stop fixating on what's wrong. If you don't do this, you risk getting stuck in that disturbed state. Not just for hours, not just for days, but for months, years, even a lifetime. I've seen it happen. People who were fine, living their lives, working, raising families, suddenly get triggered. Something touches an old wound, an unresolved memory, a buried pain, and they collapse into it. They get lost inside that disturbance, and it takes over their entire world. Decades later, I've seen those same people say, I got lost. I let that disturbance run my life. I let it decide my choices, my relationships, my future. Sometimes 20, 30, even 40 years pass before they realize it. And by then, so much of life has been shaped around that unresolved pain. This can happen to anyone. When you're overwhelmed inside, you start making decisions just to relieve the discomfort. You take actions not from clarity, but from desperation. You may chase comfort, avoid situations, or build your life around protecting yourself from pain. And while that's a human response, something we all understand, it's not the highest path. It's not the only way. There is a better way. The better way begins with remembering that you are not the disturbance. You are the one who notices the disturbance. That awareness changes the game. It doesn't mean you won't feel. It doesn't mean you won't hurt. But it does mean you'll never be fully lost again. Because you've discovered the deeper truth. You are not the storm. You are the sky that holds it. So the next time your mind feels disturbed, don't fight it. Don't drown in it. Step back. Remember, you are the one experiencing it, not the disturbance itself. And in that space, a doorway opens. A doorway to peace, even in the middle of the storm.